Hi, my name is Sierra Nolan, and this short video is explaining my applied project and my signature assignment for this course. My problem of practice dealt with dealing with the loss of play-based methods in early childhood development. So, our early childhood classes are starting to lose that form of learning through play-based methods. So with standardized testing, with Common Core, it's getting very regulated, which is good. It helps promote teacher accountability, but it doesn't necessarily mean that students are receiving enough of those natural learning forms and that exploration and discovery that play allows children to move through and achieve those learning standards. So I took a look at how play-based teaching methods can improve letter-sound correspondence and literacy. So for my research design, I took an exploratory kind of research design that it helps with discovery of ideas and insights. And from our Action Research Guide by Jeffrey Mills, it states that action research is any systematic inquiry conducted by teaching researchers, principals, schools, counselors, or other stakeholders in the teaching learning environment to gather information about how their particular school operates, how they teach, how well their students learn. So they take that information and use it in the classroom, which is why I love this project so much, because we can take that natural form of learning method and use it to help our students. So we want to see how we can use play to improve letter-sound correspondence in children. And this can also apply to other areas of development, but that's the one I specifically chose. So we know that we want to look at causal relationships, so we want to seek to determine effects of intervention on the sample. So what I did was I took like a correlational study and to examine the relationship between the two variables. So that would be a play-based teaching instructional method and improving letter-sound correspondence. So in our Mertens textbook, we can look at this correlational research, and in particular we're doing a relationship study. So this says relationship studies usually explore the relationships between measures of different variables obtained from the same individual at approximately the same time to gain a better understanding of factors that contribute to a more complex characteristic, which would be the play applying to that particular learning standard of letter-sound correspondence. And we're looking at preschool. So steps in conducting this research: identify an appropriate problem, identify the variables to be included in the study, identify the appropriate research participants, collect quantifiable data, and analyze the data and interpret the results, which is pretty similar to most research, but that's specifically to correlational research. So the summary of my results. So what I did was I took 4 students in a preschool classroom with varying learning levels, and I took them and they used a play-based learning method, the farm set, to identify letters and their sounds. And I took the baseline data of what they already knew, so how many letters and sounds that they could identify both, and then sought to improve by at least 3 letters and letter sounds. It has to be both the letter and the sound, though, to have the correspondence level. So my research indicated that I was able to get all 4 improved. One was less statistically significant, but all 4 improved it by at least, 3. And 3 students improved by 4 letters, and the 1 student improved by 3 letters. So taking that small sample, I wish I could at least replicate the study and have a larger sample, and the time constraints and the environment that I was doing it in kind of limited my research, but to take that study and use it, I was able to find statistically proven results that play can improve letter-sound correspondence. So my rationale for choosing this topic was I wanted to understand how we could use play in an early childhood setting and promote that development, because this is one of my all-time favorite ways to teach. I love the natural form of learning. It's the most easy way for early childhood students to learn, and I just wanted to use research-based findings to prove that this is something that shouldn't be lost in the classroom. For future studies, I think you could use play more in your classrooms. You can use that in your classrooms based on this research. That's why it's action-based research. And also it promotes the need for more research in this topic area. So that's what the implication for the future studies is, what I identified. The importance of the action research, I feel like you can apply it to your classroom and better your students and have like a natural form of learning. It improves motivation, intrinsic motivation to learn. It teaches students how to learn, how to form questions, how to want to discover new things, and without fear of failing. So that is the important part of this action-based research, and I hope that more people will be able to use play-based methods in their classroom. And this was a very fun project, and thank you for your time.